Let's just go ahead and start with Halo 2, since
Halo 2?
it was basically the best Halo there was.
Maybe according to you. I liked it,
I mean,
but I still find like Halo 4 better.
we're recording, right?
Yeah.
I can really see by the general senses why people like the newer.
We haven't like started an episode.
Oh, well, yeah, I know that.
This could be like a cold open or something.
Yeah, I know. That's what I like doing cold opens because it kind of lets me like, whenever I'm on camera or not on camera, but I'm on tape and I'm kind of like force myself to talk about things. I sometimes have a hard time thinking about it, but when I'm just kind of generally not recording and I get the chance to just talk about it on myself, like I can think of stuff way easier. Anyways, hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Dafunky HD here with Shamwow on another episode of Shamwow Plays. This time, we're going to be playing some Halo 2, a good old game of ours. I love this game. It's probably the best Halo there is.
Yeah, well, I actually kind of like
For the old folks. If you're really like a diehard Halo fan who like, it's more like, when you think about it, it's at that time, at that day, yeah, it was the best Halo of its time.
Yeah.
But
well, in my opinion, I actually like Halo 4's campaign best because it's just, one, you could sprint. Two, I like the look of everything better because it's like, I don't know, it actually seems more futuristic than whatever. Do we want to start with this because
it's
it's
heroic?
No,
really?
I mean the campaign from the start with that cinematic.
Yeah.
Okay. What difficulty?
Let's just do.
We could do normal and die less, or do heroic and die a little bit more, or do legendary and die all the time, like all of the time.
I say we just start with normal.
Normal? All right. And then if that's too easy, we could bring up the difficulty later. For failures such as this, no punishment is too great.
Yeah, like I can that's the thing. Like I see what people doing it. You know, like it's the common like gamers' perception of video games. Like, oh, like Mario, the first one that came out, is by far better than every. You know.
Yeah, like first one's always best.
You know what's fun?
Like
those ships always look like fuel rod launchers.
I know, right?
He may, but I do not. Noted. My friend's trust is not the issue today, Spartan. It is my trust.
Oh wait, no. Okay, they're going off of the news story. I was sitting here thinking, why did they put him into the story? And then I remembered, I was like, oh yeah, this is a flashback.
Yeah, this is a flash forward, and then we're gonna do a flashback.
Yeah.
And now you hunt other Spartans.
I'm not so much hunting a Spartan as I'm hunting the Spartan.
You seek.
117.
I was not told the identity of your prey.
That is why I'm sharing it with you now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's after.
Wow. I didn't even know that. No, I know that they're after him. I was just kind of surprised that the Arbiter did not know him. But now that I actually think about it, yeah, like the whole time they just knew them as Chief and the Arbiter.
No.
He was indeed my enemy.
That was his prey.
I named him
like,
ally.
Oh.
He knew that he was on the hunt for another Spartan,
Wow.
but he wasn't told who he was after.
Yeah.
And like as they went along, Chief actually did something that is very unprecedented in the way of Spartans. He made a friend.
Yeah. That's the thing about this game. It's something you didn't really see a whole lot about unless you actually got into the, you know, and this is a cool part too, like why I like watching Halo. You get to really get a depth look of the Covenant and what they believe in. This is a belief. This is not a race. Everyone's like, oh, it's not a race. It's 3 or 4 races put together and under a cult. It's basically a massive, planet-wide, universal-wide cult.
It fled.
Pretty much, because they basically just go around destroying people's planets because they think that they're against them or against the whole Forerunner cult. Basically, it's a Forerunner cult.
Paralyzed? Dumbstruck?
No.
Yet the humans were able to evade your ships. land on the sacred ring and desecrate it with their filthy footsteps.
Noble hierarchs, surely you understand that once the parasite attacked...
There will be order in this council.
You were right to focus your attention on the flood. But this demon, this Master Chief...
By the time I learned the demon's intent, there was nothing I could do.
That is true. Like, he is a pretty big badass.
Yeah, but they're calling him a traitor because he didn't
You
stop the
are one
human
of our
from
most
destroying the
treasured
ring.
instruments. Long have you led your fleet with honor and distinction. But your inability to safeguard Halo...
And what I'm trying to piece together is if the species that are controlling the Covenant, I can't remember what their names are, but there is a specific name for them.
They're just considered the prophets.
Yeah, the prophets, basically, on
You will
here.
not.
But what I'm trying to figure out is if that's like, you know, they actually believe in the religion themselves, or if this is just a whole shrew to like keep all these other species under their like control. And it's kind of a mix of the both when you think about it.
And also, if you notice, as you go along, the Arbiter starts questioning
Yeah.
the Covenant.
Oh, and well, yeah.
And then he actually brings people over to his side, and that's why he has his
The
own
whole no, that's the thing. By the time Halo 3 started going on and the Flood started going on, people in the Covenant started to lose faith in the prophets and what they were saying, and basically by the fourth game, pretty much all the prophets were like, they weren't all dead, but the Flood killed a majority of them, and badass. Oh, I'm sorry, that's just badass. That looks badass right there.
Yeah, he
Seeing Master Chief and that was a
was-
badass moment.
He was straight up just like, yeah,
What
I
do you
know
need me
this
to
is
do?"
expensive, but it's all part of the job, sir.
Yeah. But as you get into Halo 3, or actually no, before you get into Halo 3, because Master Chief just wakes up one day, he just fell from orbit because of
Because he
After
actually
Halo
took
2.
out the High Charity that was like infested with flood.
yeah. And the Arbiter basically tells you that we're no longer messing with the Flood.
Crap.
The Flood is,
do
or not the
something.
Flood, but the Covenant. The elites, or the Sangheili, basically Sangheili, parted from the Covenant because obviously they're not. you
No,
know,
they weren't.
they're basically being controlled. Plus, they weren't. Their leadership was
hold
bad.
Up, hold up. What actually happens is they're pushed out because the Brutes took over as the honor guard
Yeah.
for the prophets.
Yeah,
It
you're
actually
right.
happens in Halo 2.
Mhm.
So now they're like, what is this bull crap? Freaking, like, we've been dealing with this for this long, and they're just gonna throw us away like this? Press like 8 or start or something. No, you have to sign in first. But he's like, they're like, really? We've been dealing with this for this long, keeping you guys safe, and all this stuff, and you're just gonna throw us away like this? Maybe you're not who we should actually be following.
Yeah.
So then they're like,
Fighting for, you know.
they're like, okay, so we're just gonna go and
I go for it.
do this. Like, we're gonna help the people you're against because they are against you.
Yeah.
And we do not believe in your belief anymore, so let's help the people who also don't believe the way you do.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, press A. No, actually, it's like start or something. Here. Alright, like press start or something. Okay, is this single player? Let's see this, one here.
One of the things that I really liked about
Okay,
this
you're
game was kind of like, I feel like, you know, the design of it basically, like, pretty much like all the species in the game.
Yeah, if
And
you
all
actually dig into
the
it,
planets.
it's actually a very interesting storyline.
No, it's not only that, but it's a very interesting and intricate universe. Like, this game is actually a lot bigger than what most people think it to be. And it's something
Just
that,
by the games.
like, you know, I I like this game a lot. You know, I'm not a diehard Halo fan, I would say, because I just don't know as much as I could know. I don't even think I've played through and beaten the first and second game. But, you know, I'm pretty sure I did play through and beat Halo 3. I did 4. I never liked ODST, ever. I never played it. I never liked it. I never will like it. I hated ODST.
If you haven't played it, then how do you know you hate it?
Because I didn't even need to watch like reviews of it. Like I just for some reason did not like the game. And maybe I guess it was because it wasn't Master Chief and it was somebody else and it was ODST, like the Orbital Drop Shock Troopers. You're not this big ass massive half man half machine fucking Destructo man tank.
But you still kick ass though.
But you still kick ass. That is a thing that a lot of people did not get about ODST. You're a normal human.
But you still murder everyone.
You murdered everybody.
Like you are trained. You're like pretty much a Marine trained like a Spartan without the Spartan enhancements.
Is a badass, and in my personal opinion, he's probably the next Master Chief.
Yeah.
There's a good. I mean, Locke is cool, but Locke did not essentially do what Buck did. Yeah. Fuck Locke. Locke is a cool character. This is a cool moment too.
Yeah, Locke is like he's getting celebrated for what he did, but on the opposite spectrum,
he's getting tortured.
He's getting tortured for what he failed to do.
This is a really it's a pretty gut-wrenching moment, honestly. Like,
go ahead, Cortana.
Another whisper, sir, near Io.
And
pretty.
I really like the Master Chief collection for this solely right here. Like, you were really seeing Halo in
Sergeant Major,
it's so fucking different, dude. Watching this, honestly, like, it's kind of just
yeah, it's like the original game, but almost live action.
Yeah.
Almost.
I'm not trying to, it's pretty close. I'm not trying to glamorize this game. And by the way, in this game, what they are using is I think they're using that one thing to where they model the characters off of real human beings and real movements. Yeah. By using all these sensors around their bodies and everything. That's kind of what they're doing right now.
That's called
live action, something. Not live action. You get where I'm going when I'm saying.
Gosh dang it, I hate the name of it. Oh, and I love the fact that since she's a woman, he's not going to plant it on her, he just gives it to her. Yeah, she's still broken up over the death of her father. And now he gets the heretic brand.
He's literally sizzling. Jeez. And you know, like, this is why I like this game, is it's kind of making you see it from two different perspectives, you know?
Like, you get to see the consequences of your actions on the people who are against you.
Wait, holy shit. Could he be a Spartan too?
I don't know. I think he just has a neural implant. I'm not sure if he can actually.
But what's the point of having a neural implant if you're not a Spartan? Like, I don't think it like projects anything like onto your eyes holographically or any kind of weird shit like that. It's literally made for controlling the armor.
No, it's not.
Well,
there's all kinds of different types of implants. There's like implants that actually control like brain function. Like,
maybe what if maybe he was like maybe he like broke his legs or severed his spine somehow and the neural implants for something like that.
That could be it. Or it's since he's getting older, he wants to actually keep his brain jump started and actually be able to do everything that he could do before. Hello.
Are we playing it in Halo 3 or are we playing it in okay. Wait.
Yeah, it's the different graphics.
Okay.
The back button to switch them.
Yep, definitely. Yeah. This is just and this is
gosh dang it.
It looks like
how high you can jump in this game. Whee!
That was another thing too. Like this game, actually, well,
you actually have superhuman jump height, unlike in games like Call of Duty or something, to where you jump like maybe a few feet.
Well, that's not what I was going to say. What I was going to say was, like, this was, like, one of the first games to start putting Easter eggs in it. Not really.
It was actually nowhere close to
Yeah,
one
never.
of the first.
I was just saying, but it actually started putting some fun, like, little Easter eggs into it. And mainly, like, the fun Easter eggs was finding and collecting the skulls.
Yeah.
And the thing about Halo 3 was that whenever you found and collect all the skulls, you would unlock all this badass armors and shit that you could take to multiplayer. But yeah, you know, I can really see when people come from when they say this is really the best Halo, because at the time, at the day, and compared to a lot of the other Halos who've gotten all this criticism because they've been adding some new things to the games to, you know, bring life to a game that is essentially old and kind of, you know, it's losing what makes it, you know, people are just losing interest in it. They got to put in new stuff to make the game more funner. Oh, I lost track of thought. You know, you can see where, like, this game was fun. Like, this Halo right here,
Get back away from.
you can dual wield in this game. Let me just say that.
Yeah,
Let me just say that. You can dual wield in this one. And I know this is a lot of people that, this is the thing that a lot of people know, but let me just say that for a fact, you can dual wield in this game. And it was something that was never done in another, well, no, it was done in Halo 3. But it was...
It's not a normal thing.
It's not, yeah, like this... It was never done in another Halo game other than 3 ever again.
Yeah, or before Halo 2. Like, Halo 2 was the first game that actually did it.
Oh, I have no grenades.
Yeah, you don't have any grenades right now. And something I found kind of interesting is how they took the assault rifle out of this game.
Was he just standing?
Interesting. Oh, I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
it was.
And they put the battle rifle in?
Yeah, they put the battle rifle in, and then in the next game, they actually had it to where
Yay.
you had both.
Oh, and by the way, the submachine gun is like the best gun in the... Well, not...
No, it's not. It's nowhere close to the best gun. It actually kind of sucks. You have to dual wield to actually deal any sort of
Not
damage.
really. I love the... It's like... Cool
Well,
for-
if you're good with it, go ahead and use it. I just think that it is not very good.
You can dual wield with it.
If you need him over here, I'll take him out.
I don't need any help.
Okay. We're actually going on 21 minutes right now, so I think we should end off this.
Hey guys, if you really like this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and a comment, and we'll see you guys in the next Shamwow Plays. Thank you, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Bye.